It starts now.
Putting a dip in your hip, a glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is R.I.F.T Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
Wow, my God, it feels like years. I don't know. It literally feels like years. So my regular is going to be like, what? She did it already? And I'm like, yes! With help from my friends, I did. I'm back and it's awesome. And no, I'm not doing readings today, guys. Sorry. I actually had a request from somebody about Deja Vu, which I tried to do this once already. Yes, I am. Awesome. I'm glad I'm sounding great. I got my new computer and my son seen I was having issues with my eyes. So he actually gave me his 32-inch widescreen. It goes across my desk so I wouldn't have any issue. Gotta love my son. I love my son. He's always there for me, always there to help me out. Gotta love him to death. And I wanted to thank everybody before we get started for all the help that you guys gave me to get me back up and running. You guys got really good deals, and I still got a bunch of stuff to close out. So if anybody's interested, let me know, but I'm not pushing it. I'm up and running right now. And thank you guys so much. This means so much to me because this is where I feel home. This is where I belong right now. It's really weird looking at myself in this big thing, by the way. So, but yeah, I have headphones. The only thing I forgot were speakers. Yeah. So, oops. So when I'm doing the thing in the, I'm like trying to hear it like this, you know, so whether or not I can hear it. So, oh my God. Yes, I am ready. I'm excited. And yes, Deja Vu. Speaking of Deja Vu, all this is said and done. Everything's up. My son surprised me with this, and he was like, okay, let's just do this, get it done and over with, so we get this down. And it's really good. But I'm sitting upstairs, you know, after supper before I come down today, and all of a sudden it was like, I've done this before. I've watched this show with you before. I've heard the rain outside. And the thing is I've never seen that show before. Now, how many of you guys out there have had Deja Vu? What is it? What is Deja Vu? I forgot to share my own show, by the way. So literally, what is it? What's the define of Deja Vu? Now, as far as notes, I've got tons. I got tons of notes. So yeah, I know it feels like it's been so long, But yeah, it really has. But now, deja vu. Now, there's a couple of different definitions as far as what deja vu is. There is somebody that actually requested to find out more information on it, and that's what I am. Yes, this I know. I it's awesome. I just have to remember to get speakers. Oops. Be ready to start at 8. Too late. I couldn't wait. So, one of the meetings I actually have for deja vu is it's like a feeling you visited a place before. Okay, that's one definition. You feel like you've already done this, you've already been there, or you've already done that. Or you feel like you've dreamed it is another one. Now, scientists and psychologists will differ as far as what you meaning with deja vu is. Some say it has to do with the way the neurons in your brain actually take place, but we're going to leave the neurons out of that today. What we're going to do right now is we're going to sit here and we're going to talk a little deep. Yes, my hair is a little mess, but don't worry about it. Just go with it. Okay, so now, and again, deja vu actually refers to those odd, rare moments when it feels present like the past. That's what it is. Don't worry, staying in Tuba. Staying in Tuba. I'm doing very good, Miss Susan Long. How are you? So when we're talking deja vu, it's almost like the past feels like the present, or is it something else? Is it not the past or a past life coming around? I mean, think about it. How many individuals have had that? Now, again, it's a matter of faith. A matter of faith. Yes, deja vu. Deja vu. There's a lot of different reasons that this actually happens. A lot. Or it's a timeline bleeding through. Yes. 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 It can actually be a timeline actually bleeding through. That is one thing. Now, there was actually recent investigations is what I looked into. Literally, I tried to look into the scientific as well as some documentation as well, because I wanted not just the spiritual, I wanted all of it for you. Now, we're dealing with deja vu, and I will be referring to my notes. So, and I took a lot of notes. So I had a lot of time on my hands. What can I say? Now, it's hard to actually experience, or the experience is hard to interpret into words, is what they're saying. Now, some people actually remember dreams that might have felt like the present. Others think that deja vu moments are the past memories. Both notions are impossible to prove or disprove. Aha. Aha. Yeah. Nice. So, and that's what it is. It's hard to prove or disprove. Now, the belief that it is actually about past life matters actually have to do with faith. The idea that it has to do with dreams is less. So only a few people actually have claimed the ability to be able to recall their dreams in full. Some individuals can actually recall their dreams quite a bit. But what actually is deja vu? Thinking that deja vu are moments, are memories of our dreams present in problem. What does that mean? Well, both dreams and deja vu experiences happen in a non-normal state of consciousness. Now think about that. You're sitting down, you're relaxed, and all of a sudden you are actually experiencing this form of deja vu. At night when you're sleeping, when you go into the higher realms of a higher consciousness of sleep, it's happening. But why is it happening? Okay, why? Why is this actually happening to us? Why are we experiencing that? And how do we interpret what it is that it's actually meant for us? Now, and again, they could be memories. They could. But one of the most important things is guidance. Deja vu, there's several different things that deja vu could mean. Now, deja vu can mean guidance from your soul or your spirit, so to speak. How is your spirit or soul trying to guide you? Your higher consciousness, your higher self. So here's another one here. Now, according to a spiritual viewpoint, souls are the essence of us, continuing after death to reincarnation into another physical body. Now, we may exist in many lifetimes, occupying many memorandas, all right, in human forms. Finally, we reach the end of our spiritual journey, and that's when our body dies and our soul actually carries on. Now, each lifetime present is an opportunity for growth, readdressing old mistakes, and the chance to actually move into the next spiritual level. Now, our souls can already see the spiritual journey ahead of us. They know that the pitfalls are ahead of you in the path that you're on right now. Now, the signs, some say spiritually, that the signs that we are experiencing in deja vu, and again, jump in here, guys. The signs we are experiencing when it comes to deja vu has to do, excuse me a minute, has to do with the pitfalls. This is our soul or our spirit's way of letting us know something is coming, whether it's something good or something bad. Something is coming. There's a reason you're supposed to be more aware, more awake, more open at that point in time. At that period in time, we're supposed to be more awake and more open. And that is why. Because we need to be aware. We need to be very, very aware of everything that is coming towards us. So, yes. But what about evidence of a previous life? Let's get into that a little bit. Now, how many of you out there really believe that this has something to do with our soul, our spirit journey, letting us know that we have to pay attention at this moment in time? We have to pay attention. Now, how many of you out there you've had some of the issues with deja vu, and then something comes towards you? Okay, something happens. Example for me, I see crows everywhere I go. Absolutely everywhere I go, I see crows. I do. Past life regression, yes. So you will see quite a bit of that, quite a lot of that, because you do have the past life regression. So because you do have that, and you have that ability, and you do, I assume you help others with that as well. What we're talking about right now is the fact that there's certain things or journeys in our soul that we need to master. Our spirit, our energy, our essence has to master these particular topics, these particular subjects, these particular pitfalls. Okay, or we have to learn to forgive, or whatever it is that our spirit actually came back to do. We have to learn to navigate that. So past life regression, yes, that's actually a very good way. What if it's the experience of signals to those we are connected to, that are experiencing in the moment, people we are energetically connected to? Yes. See, there, and again, this is, now we're going to get into the soul tribes. Okay, we'll jump into the soul tribes. We'll go back into the evidence of the previous life in 1 second. Okay, to answer Mr. Ed Odell there. Let's see, nothing, just knew that I've been in that exact moment and situation. Yes, Facebook user, there is a link. If you click on the link, you need to give Restream permission for me to see your name. So if you do that, that would be great. It's been a while since I was on. So let's talk about that for a minute. Let's talk about what Howie brought up. Let's put that up so everybody can see that. Now, if you're experiencing signs or signals, we're talking about our soul tribe. Individuals and people that we have traveled basically through time with. So we're taking deja vu and we're adding the soul essence of our being, of our energy, of our existence. These individuals have crossed our paths in many ways. Okay, let's take me and Howie, for instance, okay? How do we know Howie and I have not crossed paths another time? Maybe he was my helper in a past life. In this life, I'm supposed to be his helper. I'm supposed to help him. Or I'm supposed to help him do this. Or I'm supposed to like help get up to where he wants to get to. Maybe he something he did in another lifetime. So yes, so that is something that could be happening. Or it could be that this tribe that we have, our spiritual tribe, has an essence. It's like when you meet someone, you get that feeling of deja vu. You do. You get that feeling, or you get that feeling, okay, I'm supposed to contact this person. I don't know why. Stop questioning it. That is also a part of deja vu. And what it's doing is it's nudging you, and it's nudging your spirit and soul to move forward, to keep going. You're going in the right direction. Right now, at this time, talking about this subject, I'm getting deja vu. And I've never taught this topic before. This is a brand new topic for me. And I'm getting total deja vu. Like there's a crowd of people behind me pushing me to keep going, keep going, keep going, and telling me what to say. It's so weird. So we have let's see, Gavana Marie DeMello. How you doing, honey? All right. So that's a part of it. That really is a part of it. So let's see. Now let's get back a little bit into previous lives. We do have somebody that does do past life regression on here, which is awesome. That would be a really cool topic to have a show on because that would help a lot of individuals. So, Sue Long, if you're interested in the show, please let me know because I love that topic. I would love to find out more about that and how you go about doing something like that. We can even do a pre-recorded if you want as well. Now, the evidence actually of a previous life is another one. There's several different aspects of why deja vu actually occurs, okay? That is why. Now, many people experience deja vu when they travel somewhere new. They have a very strong feeling that they've been there before. But how can that be possible? Well, in a past life, what happens is you've already traveled to these places. Think of it this way. Say you go to a trip and you're in a very ancient city, but you know every aspect of that city. You know where you're going because your previous lifetime already lived it. So a part of you is becoming aware. You keep going back. So what did you forget to do? Or what is the benefit of returning to this? Because deja vu can mean two different things. Deja vu is not just warning, warning, Ro Robinson, warning. Yeah, get Lisa and Susan on the future show and another part of this world. Yeah. Oh my God, that would be awesome. So what it is, hello, Miss Lisa. Hope it worked. Yes, it did. Well, hello, Miss Lisa. So deja vu can be a part of your past life essence, and a part of who you were. So yes, also flashbacks, going in trances. Yes, you can. You could have flashbacks when you're in a situation of a deja vu too. Yes, very good. Thank you. Now, here's another aspect. Have you guys ever thought of your twin soul? Not a twin flame, your twin soul. They say that every individual out there has a double ganger. Huh. Do you? Do you have a double ganger? Hello, Miss Linda. How you doing, girl? I'm up and I'm running. Now, what are we talking about here? Now we're talking, and again, we could be talking science, we could be talking spirituality. What we're talking right now is we're talking about the quantum entanglement. Okay. Yes, not twin soul. We're talking a twin soul, which is we're talking quantum entanglement. I'm not talking relationship wise as far as twin flame. I'm talking a twin soul, which is different. Now, these two particle connects, no matter how far apart they are. Einstein actually called this spooky action at a distance and believed it was remarkably, it's true. However, I think the Enlightenment could also describe as, yes, it could describe as a twin soul. But now many reincarnations or many religions actually have a version of a twin soul. But the idea actually comes from ancient Greece. There's a little bit of history as we're learning here. Now, the gods actually created humans. This is according to ancient Greece. The gods actually created humans with 4 arms, 4 legs, and 2 heads. But they soon became worried that the being would be too powerful. Okay? So they cut the humans in half. This is the type of twin soul I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, I look at Howie and I tell him he's my brother from another mother, It's just, it's like that's the energy I feel from him. I feel that brother energy from him. You might have another one where you feel that sister energy. Okay, and that's what we're talking about right here. It's almost like this particular individual was a part of you, but not in a romantic sense, more like in a sibling type sense. This is the type of twin soul we're actually talking about. Okay, and this is what it is. This is the part we're talking about. Part of this could be a reason you're experiencing deja vu. Your twin soul could be experiencing things, and all of a sudden you're getting this flash when you're either somewhere similar or in the same vicinity, but not really aware of the experiences that you guys have had. Like, let's see, we'll say, okay, I went to Boston and I watched this dog in this playing with the little spouts that go up, Hey, Miss Haley, the spouts that go up with the water, and the dog was playing it. I'm laughing my butt off, and all of a sudden, well, I'm picking on Howie right now. All of a sudden, for no reason whatsoever, Howie gets this feeling of deja vu and starts laughing, and he doesn't know why. Maybe he's experiencing what I've experienced. That's another aspect that Einstein was actually saying, and that's according to the Greek mythology, as we're actually talking about right now. We'll have to get into some Viking mythology over here. No, never late. We're talking deja vu today. I've seen myself twice, as I am also as a child while I was on the bus. Nice. Okay, so you're able to actually travel. That has a lot to do with not a previous life, but it's talking about you in your past. But you're older. Are you able to see yourself? Let's plop this one up here. Are you able to see yourself and the child at the same time? That is something that could actually happen. It's very strange. See, me, I can see myself playing with my twin granddaughters, but they don't live anywhere near me right now. That's the weird aspect. So there's a lot of essence and energy where you need to really look in it. Now, another one that we can talk about right now as we're getting into this is that, no, hasn't. Yeah, it really is. If you can see yourself both at the same time, you could be flashing back to a particular instance, and there could be a either psychological or emotional, or maybe there's someone you're supposed to remember that you met as a child that could be coming forward. But as far as deja vu, now there's another reason for deja vu is I can see my grandkids wake up if I'm meditating before they get up. That's awesome. That is awesome. I'm not up before them. I'm a night owl. I really wish I could be, but I can still hear them calling me, and that's really awesome. I love that. Thank you very much for that, Susan Long. That's an awesome gift to have. Twin granddaughters is what I have, so that's pretty awesome. Now, another way that deja vu can actually, and here it comes again, and getting the strong feeling of deja vu. Like, I've talked to the subject, I have actually interacted with everybody that's here right now, but I haven't done it on this monitor because my kid just gave it to me. Wow, something awesome is going to be coming. Something awesome's going to be coming. I can feel it. I can feel it. Now, a message from your angels. Okay? A message from your angels or your spirit guide. Oh, nice. Thank you. Have fun at Scarefest. Don't forget to take lots of pictures. I love anything horror. Share those out. That'd be great. All right. Now, what about if you're getting the deja vu because one of either your guides, hi Renee, one of your guides, take lots of pictures. One of your guides or your spiritual higher beings or higher energy, higher powers, whatever you choose to actually call them. What if they're sending you a message saying, hello, Miss Destiny Marie? What if they're sending you a message saying, okay, you gotta, this is the direction you need to go in. You need to pay attention because something's coming towards you. And again, it's not always negative. Very seldom is like a deja vu feeling negative. Sometimes it could say, you could get that perceived with caution. But they're saying, and again, according to the scientific evidence that the research that I've done, they're actually saying that it has to do with you. They want to make you aware. They're trying to steer you in a particular direction. Hey, Miss Elif, I haven't said hi to you. So yeah, I haven't done readings yet. I'm doing other things. I was gonna talk to Howie and maybe do some readings different times during the day. I'm kind of liking what I'm doing right now, but we'll get into that after. So if you are, and again, if you are a very spiritual individual, and a lot of people that do this are very spiritual, they're very enlightened, and deja vu isn't negative. That's the main thing you need to remember right there. It's just interpreting the messages that are actually coming to you. That's the difficult part. Now, what if, okay, now what if you believe that the spirit world, okay, now it can physically cross over into the other world, which we do. We all have connections with our spirit guides. Who is coming in? If I get a message in the middle of this show, I have no control over it. Not always. So just, I don't know what's happening, but I can feel a lot of spiritual energy right now. So they do this by actually probing. Thank you. Probing your subconscious is what they're doing. That's what actually gives the feeling of deja vu. Actually, and again, you'll notice these and other things like repeated numbers or seeing the same animal or pictures over and over and over again. Or literally, I live next to the ocean. Normally you see seagulls all the time. I have crows and hawks. Actually, I have a hawk's feather. I haven't seen the hawk since I found the feather. So it's quite different. It really is. So it really does depend on what it is that you're talking about. Your guides or your spirits or loved ones are those that are actually sending you these particular messages. That can come in numbers, they can come deja vu of smells. And again, that's getting in more into the clairvoyant side as well. And all these things are actually coming and happening. It's just pay attention. Don't go, whoa, wait a minute. Pay attention. You guys got this. We got this. We need to awaken ourselves. We need to open ourselves up more and more and more and continue to do so. And those of us that are awake, let's help others wake up as well. Let's help us interpret those feelings. Like, again, here it comes again. I have no idea if this is a message or strong deja vu, but it is what it is. I can't figure this out. You guys got this. There's a reason you're supposed to do this. There's a reason. It's like, okay, we'll take Renee. Say before Renee knew that she was going to Scarefest, all of a sudden she's got to go get something that she'd only use from Scarefest, but she didn't know Scarefest was coming. But she got this deja vu feeling when she was there. That's her guide who's leading her to that direction to go there to get that item for this event that they knew she had to go to. So, and again, it really does depend on what it is that we're talking about. Also, another one, connection to the universe. That's something a lot of us have actually deepened. And oh my God, I swear to God, Nikki, if you are here, I got visitors. So let's see. Some spiritualists actually believe deja vu is our links to the universe. And again, these are all different circumstances. This isn't my opinion. This is just based on research that I've done. Now, if you've ever stood outside, looked at the stars, and felt a deep connection, imagining the universe, most of us think as space as dots with galaxies. However, here we go again. Einstein. Here we go. Einstein believes that the gravitational waves in the universe need a medium, okay? That this is the fabric of space that connects everything, including us. Medium. You heard that. Needs a medium, needs a middleman. Yes, past life is possible also with deja vu. Yes. So we need that medium, we need that middleman. So we are picking up that information. There's a reason we're supposed to, it could have nothing to do with us, it could have something to do with someone else, or it could be a direction we're supposed to head into. You know, it could be a call that we're supposed to take that normally we'd ignore because we were busy. It could be numerous amounts of things actually coming towards us, but it's the interpretation. It's that little tug in mind actually makes us do a double take. And that's what we're doing. We do a double take. It's like you're sitting there just, what's going on? I feel okay, I've done this. What am I missing? It's like, and that's what you think. Sometimes you think, what am I missing? What am I not seeing? Why do I keep getting this feeling? What am I supposed to be doing? What direction am I supposed to be heading into? These are the questions that you need to ask yourself to help you interpret why you're having the deja vu. Some will get it very, very, very strong, and others will only get it once in a while. Maybe because you're already heading in the right direction. You're heading in the right path. Or maybe you're being nudged to go further and deeper into that path. It could be something that's happening. Now, let's see. Now, it actually draws our attention to our immediate surroundings, and that's what happens when we are doing that, when we're becoming that medium between the two energies, according to Einstein. And again, I still have scientific papers here, so we'll get to that after. But I'm having more fun with Einstein right now. So when we have the waves, okay, the waves are coming. We're picking up the universal energy of the waves. It's hitting us. And it's hitting us. And it's saying, do that double take. Pay attention to what's around you. Because something awesome is coming for you. And I can feel, for some reason, somebody out there is going to experience something really awesome. So, yeah, I was led to know all my past lives were very strong and constant. Now that I know all of it, it has stopped. Yes, again, it could have a lot to do with past lives. And that's what it is. I mean, I know some of my past lives, not all of them, but I do know some. Hello, Miss Kim Sage. So another one is evidence of collective consciousness. Now, this is a topic in itself. Okay. The reason, good evening, Facebook user. Well, thank you so much. Don't know who this is, but there we go. If you're on and you say Facebook user, you have to give Restream permission. So you have to give Restream permission to be able to show your name. Otherwise, they can't. Sandrea, hello, Miss Sandrea. How you doing, honey? All right. So now we're going to be talking about collective consciousness when it comes to deja vu. What is collective? It has. Well, let's find out, shall we? Let's see. Now, Carl Jung refers to the collective consciousness. Humans actually share inherited traits, including past knowledge and experiences of the human race. A modern way to understand this phenomenon is the cloud. Okay, cloud storage. Everybody knows what the cloud is now. Now, we store images and files in the cloud and retrieve them as needed, correct? Now we're getting into the past life issue as well, but we're dealing with it in the collective consciousness type of atmosphere, is what we're talking about. Now, the collective consciousness is actually very similar to what we're talking about with the cloud. Now, it is an ever expanding storehouse of hidden human experiences. However, we are not aware of its existence, but there are signs of its presence. Okay. For example, love at first sight. Near death experiences actually happen with that as well. CC looks around. CC, look around. Hello. Merkit, look. CC, question mark, look around. I am really feel like there's people behind me right now. I do know that something really good is coming for somebody. It's definitely long awaited. I have no idea who this is yet. I don't even know if this individual is online, but for some reason it's coming very strong. Now, your collective consciousness, CC, yes, collective consciousness. So what we're doing is we are storing these experiences in our cloud. Okay. And when they are occurring, they're coming down. How about within your DNA from our ancestors? Yes. Yes. Hey, I feel like I've been gone for months and now I'm getting back into the swing of things. Oh my God, I'm laughing at myself here today. But yes, that can actually happen too. And again, I think I've touched on the DNA aspect as well. But your creative consciousness, okay, that's what we're talking about right now. It stores memories and images and things. Now, these could come from a past life into the present. It could come from ancestors, because we live within our ancestors, within ourselves. And it's like, okay, all right, I have to say this, and whoever this is will know exactly what I mean. There is an individual out there that has been in the cave. Old clothes are very, very old. I'm not really going to say where it is. There's a stump in the middle of the cave. Let me know who you are after, because you're there. I'm there. You'll find me. All right. So I don't know who this was. So I'm just relaying the message. So what happens is the collective consciousness, as we're in certain areas, it's automatic. We're not pulling it out of the cloud. Part of our subconscious is, because we're in this area, and back in our brain, back here, it's going, hey, there you go. There you go. And then all of a sudden it's coming again. It's going, hey, pay attention. That's what it keeps saying. It's bringing it down. It's like downloading the information, which gives us that. Hello, Miss Rebecca Owens. Yes, we are universal collective energy. Yes, yes, we are. Yes, we are. That is another reason for this. This really is. Yes, yes, yes. We are collective to the universe. Transfer of memory and energy between those two collectives. Let's put this up so you guys can see what I'm talking about right now. This is from Mr. Howie Odell. So it says, yes, 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 we are connected to the universe. Transfer of memory and energy between to those connected 6 degrees. We connect through frequency and energy. Yes. Also, emotion and love. It's not just animal scent. Yes. Yes. Okay. And we have over here also Miss Rebecca Owens also says we are universal energy. Yes. Miss Linda Nielsen also says our ancestors live in our cells. Yes, they do. Our ancestors do live in our cells. So, and again, that's basically, it's your answer to the DNA from all our ancestors. And that is definitely what happens. So that is, you can call me Gilo. There you go. All right. So, and this is some of the stuff that we're connecting with. Okay, the universal consciousness. Now, and again, I could go off on that topic for a while, but let's get into a little bit of messages from your divine self. Okay, let's see. And let's see. Ever come across someone you just know and have never met before? Yes. Yes. Or have a feeling for someone that you have met? Yes. Actually, I have. He's my other half now. This is a man I have dreamed about since I was a teenager. I could describe exactly what he looks like, who he was. I know he kept telling me to find him, find him, find him. I don't know why. And I didn't know until I met him and I looked at him. And I ran into him a couple times and I knew it was him. But something always stopped me from approaching him. So, yes, that does happen. It does happen. So, yeah. Yeah, love science spirit. That's right. It's really awesome. So, and that does happen. I dreamed. Um, like it's like it's like two energies, like the collective consciousness, like collectively we were together in a past life. And our DNA, our part of who we are, our part of our spirit knows who we are. We know each other. We just knew. So, and it was vice versa. He was dreaming of me too. So the whole thing is just, I'll have to get into it sometime, but it was really it's really quite awesome. Now, what about messages from your divine self? Hmm. Now, it's clear when we're talking about creative consciousness, we're not just talking about love relationships. We could be talking about sibling relationships, relatives, mothers, sons, daughters, all kinds of things that happen. So that's a pretty awesome thing. Let's say it is said Aquarians love on multiple levels. This is a frequency thing. We attract the thought. Let's see. We may have even remain reminded of. Oh, hold on. Wow, this could be a very long show. It really can. So, I mean, I'm so happy to be back. Okay, so when you're talking about your own divine self, okay, this is what we're talking about right now. Messages from your own divine. Now, for those of you that believe this, we're going to take it on this path. Okay, this is the path we're going to take it. We're taking deja vu in many different aspects of many different things in order to figure out what's happening with this. So, yes, dreamed of those. Yes, yes. I bet you dreamed of Sarah. I bet you knew she was coming long before you knew she was coming, even though you knew she was coming. You understand that, right? Hey, I'm the blonde sister. What do you want from me? So, your own, okay? We all have that divine self, okay? And that's what it is. We create what is known as like a soul contract before we come down. These are things we are meant to accomplish. This is one aspect of it, okay? Then we'll get into find out what Einstein actually has to say about this. Hello, Miss Clark. So this is one divine aspect of it. So it's pretty amazing when you think about it. So if you start to fall off that path a little bit, the deja vu is going to come down. That deja vu is going to connect again to help continue you on that path. Okay? Me, how many times did I run into him before we were both, single and able to do that? Many soul contracts signed. I have dreamed and connected to many that are in my life now. Yes, some soul best friends. Exactly. And that's what it is. And that's an awesome part of it. Now, that's one aspect of it. Now, let's see what he has to say. Let's see. We all have that divine self. However, we know it or not. Now, Hindus, now we're getting into Hindus here. Okay. Hindus, I forgot what I wrote because I took notes on several different days. Now, Hindus actually believe that the divine self exists on a higher plane of the soul. You can actually tune in with yours and be unaware of its existence without even knowing. Hello, Melissa. Okay. However, there are times when divine self has to intervene to draw your attention to something. Okay. And that's what it's doing, because it needs to get your attention in order to get your life going back where it should have been. So it needs that reconnect, so to speak. Okay. Now we could get messages from divine self from Deja Vu. And again, it's like it could be either you're on the right path or you need to go back to where you started. You need to start at the beginning. Starting at the beginning doesn't necessarily mean starting all over. It means that you're restarting in a better state of mind and reconnected. And you're doing what it is that you were meant to do. You're now completing your soul contract. And again, I can pick on myself. I started off on the rift. I left the rift. I came back to the rift because I was meant to be here. So my soul contract kind of went, hey, stop. Back that way. Yes, it was back that way. So let's see what happens over here. I also think that we start a path here. When we say, if I could do this life over, I would do this or that. When we cross over, learn our spiritual lesson and decide to come back, it could be on the same path. Yes. Bingo. Yes. See, yes, we do. We all have those thoughts and those journeys and those awesome feelings that happen. And what it does is you have actually experienced this before in another lifetime. So you use that knowledge to propel your journey. Here is another thing. But you had conflict before you returned. But you had conflict. Well, yeah, I did. But that was pretty much of my own making. So whatever happened, it was something of my own making, and the universe decided to shift me into another direction so I could come back to where I needed to be. So that's what I meant. You needed, yes. So I needed to handle and experience that in order to come back. And this way, that was part of the lesson that I needed to learn. Yes, very correct. But yes, very correct. Now, let's see. You're either on the right path and keep going is another thing. This time, it's time now to heal and then move forward is another one. You are repeating the same mistake, which are now being blocked in your process. There's another one. You are exactly where you need to be, which I have the feeling. You have experienced this before in another life. So use that knowledge and propel forward. Now let's take that one for a minute here. Let's take that one for a minute. All right. How many? Okay. I'm a Reiki master teacher. I have run across individuals that have already have the healing energy heat all over their hands, all over their bodies. It's like in a previous lifetime, they were a healer. They were a practice. They were an energy healer. It's like I can feel that within them. And that's basically what it is that I'm talking about. It's abilities that you've already had that are coming forward. You get attracted to the same thing. It's like I kept stopping by this one shop. Hello, Michael. I kept stopping by this one shop constantly. And it was like I couldn't figure it out. And I ran into her when I was a teenager and I didn't know why. And I ran into her again and I ended up taking classes off her to become a Reiki master teacher. And evidently it sounded very familiar to me until I get into it. And then you understand it a little bit more. Okay, let's see what Rebecca Owens has to say. I also think that we start the path here when we say I did read that. Sorry. Yeah. See, I read that already. Well, hello, Miss Danae Long. How are you? Danae! So, and it's awesome. So, Danae? So it's a really awesome thing. I have this in my hands helping my parents. Yes. And that's what it is. Maybe there's a journey, maybe there's a challenge you have to face before you get on your journey, because the more that we learn, the more we grow. Okay, so if we don't run into those little speed bumps, okay, then how are we going to learn to be able to complete the missions that we are meant to complete? So, therefore, what does deja vu do? Now, deja vu gives you those little pushes, those little pieces that you need. Some people might say call it a speed bump, okay, or some call them like a little push in another direction. But every journey has its lesson to be learned. Exactly, exactly. Yep, lessons learned. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Now, and again, if we're talking about deciphering the spiritual meaning of deja vu, it would definitely take a while. But let's see what Einstein has to say about this. I don't know, for some reason who I was also, yeah. Are you taking stars? Am I taking stars? I think we're taking stars, Howie. Mr. Odell, are we taking stars? I think so. I'm not sure. Also, guys, there's a link right up here. I think we're taking stars. I think so. I have to ask Mr. Odell here if we're taking stars. That would be awesome. Also, we have support RNN here. Buy a host a cup of coffee. Goes to help to support the network. That would be great. Who doesn't love Einstein? I know. I know. Some of his theories would be actually awesome. So you can donate by the link. I think we're taking stars as well. That would be awesome. Any little bit to help support RNN is awesome, because I love RNN. And Howie's got some plans up his sleeve. So let's see what it says here. The overwhelming spiritual meaning of deja vu is that a message for you to take stock of where you are in your life. The greater power is looking out for you, but they cannot communicate in a normal way. So they're sending out clues and prompts via deja vu and other signs. Deja vu is a sign to stop what you're doing and take notice. Okay, I like that. Okay, you are at a pivotal moment in your life. Pay attention to your surroundings. Okay, pay attention to your surroundings, like the people you are with and or your current situation. The deja vu spiritual meaning serves as a personal message from your soul, the universe, or your divine self. It's actually important to recognize the significance of it. Every time you acknowledge the moment of deja vu, you travel to a higher spiritual plane. You become one with the universe and connect on a deeper level with your true self. It's pretty good when you do a lot of reading and you take notes, but you still have to read your own notes because you can't remember what you wrote, but you know you wrote it and it was important. Yeah, that's me. So this was actually a request from you guys on a show. You requested, I researched. I love it. So if you guys have another request, please request away. Somebody requested deja vu. We did deja vu. Okay, let's see if we can come up with any more in the scientific. This also has to do with direct access to long-term memories in the brain process that actually allows us to create and retrieve them. But it's also more likely to create false memories. What happens? No. All right, what's this one? All right. Deja vu, spiritual gift. And those others. I took a lot of notes. Sorry. And again, deja vu can actually also come from your dreaming self. Now, that's the thing. Some of us, especially in today's day and age, we can astro project. We astro project out of our body and we travel and we go places and we visit. and we take a nice little spiritual vacation is what we're doing. Okay? So when we are doing that, we're visiting places. So when we get there and go there, that's the deja vu. Dream walking. Yes, that's the word for it. Thank you. Dream walking. Yes. You're traveling in your dream to a place you know you have to go. Okay? Or you go to a certain place and it just feels like home to you. Like this is not my home. This is a place. I will be in my home someday, but I'm not in my home. But I'm with my spiritual tribe no matter where I go. I know this is where I'm supposed to be now. But it took a while for me to get here, and that's good. It might take you a while to get there. That's okay. Don't give up. Keep going. Follow those signs of deja vu. Take those little nudges that you need in order to help yourself continue to move forward. Now, and that's what it is. We want to understand what is happening and how to respond to it. Now, and again, you can explain it as past life or dreams, or it really, honestly, the biggest thing you need to do is to stop, look around you, look around your place, look around the people, get the feelings, and stop and pay attention. Or places what you need to find out about on whom. Exactly. And that's what it is that we need to do. We need to stop and we need to figure this out, and we need to continue to move forward. Oh my God, I've been talking for about an hour and I didn't even realize it. Better drink coffee. All right, guys, you got another suggestion? We can do that. If not, I will next week. I'm going to be back with Miss Nikki Jacobs. Probably going to touch base on some alien stuff and some new download information. So I love the spiritual things. Also, a part of deja vu, according to some actually scientists, and we're talking schools, okay? Scientific school study of when it comes to spirituality or your higher consciousness and psychic abilities. There's colleges out there for that. They have actually suggested that part of deja vu is a part of precognition, which means that you've already predicted you are going to be here, but subconsciously you're not actually remembering it. So they're actually looking into that avenue as well. Now, there isn't actually just one right answer for this. There isn't. There are many, many, many different answers. Howie, what's that shaking? What's shaking? How are you shaking? Who's shaking? Somebody's shaking? I have no idea. Howie, what's that shaking? So there isn't actually one right answer for this particular subject. But we keep looking. We keep plugging. And the biggest thing to remember, no matter why the information is coming towards you or the reason for it, stop, look, smell, take notes, pay attention. Just stop in that moment and pay attention to what it is that you need to do, what it is that you need to accomplish, and the directions that you need to go into. Because what it is either your higher consciousness, your guides, your higher self, the higher beings, or the higher universes is telling you that you need to go a certain direction. You need to head in a certain way. You are meant to do this. You are meant to be here. You are meant. And that's why you're having that deja vu, that feeling, that emotion. Because it's something that's meant to be. Pay attention. What are the signs? What are they trying to tell you? Think about that. Oh my goodness. Guess what? Damn. Well, that's depressing. The hour's up. Oh my God. I have done a lot of research, everything. Back to the basics, back to teaching, back to helping, back to assisting, back to counseling, back to all kinds of stuff. So There'll be all kinds of different spiritual type shows here. Basically, I am here to help. And sometimes it's help explaining deja vu to help you get directions. Other times it's actually talking, literally just doing some readings to help get you picked up. And it's all kinds of things. I'm glad I could get away in here for a bit. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I'm so happy to be back. And again, I love you all for all your help that you gave me to help get me back. And I literally had an awesome time. Hey, what? What you need? What you want? So you're welcome. And thank you guys for listening and tuning in. And let's see, we have Mr. Odell coming up for his What's Going On, which is his morning or afternoon coffee show to me. And then let's see, do we have anything this Saturday? I don't know if no Paranormal Outlaws this Saturday, but we do have the R.I.F.T on a Sunday. And then we will have, Monday is Mysteries Behind the Scenes. I'm not sure what's going. Yes, the Artist Den will be on as well. And then we'll be back with me. And don't forget, Friday mornings, okay? You want to tune in to Crazy Cat Lady Poetry. She has a lot of meaningful messages in her poetry. Plus, I find it very relaxing and peaceful. And I like the creativity of the videos, too, that goes with everything. So we have a lot of good things coming. We do have some new shows that are in the works behind the scenes, which was put on hold because my thing went. But yeah, it feels good to be back. It felt really good. So I don't know. Maybe I'll see what I can do about coming on once a month so I can continue the teaching and talking here. And maybe once a month during the day, I'll come on and do some readings for you guys. Give you like a monthly reading thing. And well, I don't know. We'll see. I'll look into it, or I'll talk to Mr. Odell about that. But that might be something that might be interesting as well. And again, I want to thank you guys so much for your time, your patience, and everything that happened. This monitor is very, very, very loud. Replying to Facebook user. Yeah, this is awesome. I had a good time, and I will see you again on Saturday, Love Shack. Don't forget Love Shack on Saturdays. Don't know what the topic is yet, but it was Keith and I last week. So on YouTube. Oh, geez, Nikki. Hello, Miss Nikki. Miss Nikki, who will be on with me next week. Yes. What's Going Down will air next Wednesday. What's Going Down will air next Wednesday. Okay, next Wednesday for What's Going Down. And it's Crazy Cat Lady. And let's see. And I will be working this Saturday. Okay. I know we touched base on self-love. So we'll have to think about what else we can actually touch base on. Maybe Joni can do some more astrology talk, or you know what? Maybe we can do some love readings too. We can do a little bit of both. Why not? All right, guys. Peace. I love you. And again, thank everybody for your help. I really appreciate it. You got me back up and running, and I'm like so happy right now. So peace. Love ya. Now I gotta find the right one, and bye.